Coming your way in this first week of July, it's the Los Angeles Dodgers against the Arizona Diamondbacks. Baseball, Major League style on 2K Sports.
Chase Field, downtown Phoenix, is our site for this contest. Our matchup today features Arizona against the Dodgers, a couple of teams that battle in the National League West. D-backs home field advantage. Hi again, the season about halfway done. We welcome you to our broadcast of MLB on 2K. Starting pitcher, Josh Kallmetter. So, Steve, what's he going to be conscious of? What's he thinking about as he gets into this Dodger lineup?
Well, the good right-handed pitcher on the mound right here facing this lineup that can score some runs. It's going to be critical for him to keep the ball down to the zone and pitch to his capabilities. If he does that, he should have success.
Now let's take a look at the lineup for the Dodgers. John, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, to be able to put the fear in the heart of catchers for over a decade, you have to have a special speed, and that's Carl Crawford. Great speed when he gets on base. He turns walks into doubles, singles into doubles, possibly triples, and he can score a lot of runs without your team having to get a hit.
Leadoff hitter Carl Crawford. Dodgers losing yesterday. That series for them, they ended up losing 1-2 against the Reds.
Well, and this team is starting to fade a little bit in the standings recently. 3 wins in their last 10 ball games, so they're going to need to put together a more consistent effort and sustain it through the duration of this season.
And the first at bat of the game, it gets started here with a strike. Well, even though they're not playing well right now, if you can just put a couple of W's together, all of a sudden it all changes.
Well, it absolutely can, and that's what this team needs. You string a couple together, that confidence starts to build, and who knows where it can take them.
He can't connect on that one. Crawford comes up empty.
Well, you like to see your pitcher strike guys out. You like to see him keep the pitch count down. He did both.
Big smile in the dugout over there. That's a domination in that effort by the pitcher. Here's how we'll see the D-backs lined up on defense. And, John, how about individual factors out there?
Well, the shortstop's the captain of your infield, and there's no question who the captain of his infield is for Cliff Pennington. He is the guy. Quick feet, gets him to a lot of ground balls. First step, he gets a lot of good jumps on balls. He makes a lot of plays that most guys can't just because of those quick feet. He's a solid defender who shows up every day and makes a routine play.
Strike started off the at-bat 0-1.
Well, look at what Ethier's been doing. The trouble right now is just getting on base for him. Just 12 hits in his last 54 at-bats. Struggling since the end of June has been the problem. He can't find a way out of this slump right now, and he's got to start looking for a certain pitch and looking to drive the ball. Maybe that'll get him going.
28, Adrian Gonzalez.
And a look at next Sunday. We'll see Dustin Pedroia and the Boston Red Sox. They play host to the New York Yankees. Things will get going at 1:30 Eastern.
A chance to watch 2 good teams matching up in that one, Gary. I'm really looking forward to it.
Ball 1. Ball 1 started off the at-bat. It's 1-0.
Now, Gary, as we saw that hitter get hit with the pitch right there, it's just a mechanical issue. He'll get that ironed out a little bit, but I don't think it's intentional, certainly.
2 down, and that will hold him at first.
Now batting for the Los Angeles Dodgers, center fielder.
And Matt Kemp to bat. 3 for 7 career batter off Kallmetter. Ethier on first. There's a ground ball played by Pennington, and they get the force at second that time. That'll do it. Save your arm. Do it by pitching only 8 times in 1 inning, 3 outs. And the D-backs getting ready to start this one off.
For the Arizona.
Now let's take a look at our starting pitcher for Los Angeles.
Number 12.
And as he's getting going here, Steve, against these Arizona hitters, what's in store?
Well, the scouting report against this lineup is if you execute your pitches, hit your spots, keep the ball down to the zone, you can shut them down. And with a quality left-hander like this on the mound, he shouldn't have too much difficulty.
Capuano with a delivery. And with 2 strikes, Cody Ross, he's got to protect that strike zone.
When a hitter gets fooled, he starts to open up his swing. That means he can only really handle a pitch on the inner third of the plate. He played with fire right there, but the change of speeds kept him just off balance enough.
This one finds its way around, rolling all the way to the wall. He'll hold there at second base, crediting with a double. Boy, I don't know on that count, Steve. Number one, the fact that he swung's kind of a surprise. I don't know how he hit that where it was.
You're right. On an 0-2 count, you have to protect the plate. Sometimes it's a defensive swing, but sometimes it works out.
And it's Parra batting.
Something's not going quite right. He's got to get with the hitting coach and get things turned around. He's just gone 7 for his last 32. He's not been able to get good wood on the ball over the last 8 games. Just can't seem to center the ball very well and make good contact.
And that one's hit. Kept to field. That's one down. Here's the offensive lineup for the D-backs. Thoughts, John? Anybody stand out?
Well, Aaron Hill's a guy that has unbelievable power potential. A guy that reminds me a lot of Dan Uggla. Two guys who are not big in stature, but very thick and can hit the ball a long way using their lower body. Watch Aaron Hill play, and you'll see a second baseman's going to give you 30 homers seemingly every year and play great defense up the middle.
And Young's in the box. Hitless, 6 career at-bats against Capilano. Here's the pitch. Strike one to Young. Lost in their last contest for the D-backs. They were hoping to take the series after splitting games 1 and 2. They end back up the middle. And Young's got himself a single. Ross around third, headed home. And he scores. Now we got a moment to look at how the Dodgers are going to shape up defensively. And how do you like who's out there, John?
Well, Carl Crawford, to me, is a guy you have to keep your eye on. We all know that speed steals a lot of bases and help you offensively, but it can also help you defensively, and Crawford uses speed to the best of his ability.
And Paul Goldschmidt will dig in. And Steve, they've got the edge right now. They're getting some big runs at an important part of the game, trying to salt it away early.
Well, it's a nice job here, jumping out in front early.
Oh, what a drive. He smashed it. 2 away. And they'll hold him at first base. And it's the month of July for the Dodgers. They'll conclude this series with Arizona Sunday. Padres come into town, kicking off a homestand. Good chance there to make up for the losses in the previous series between the two. That's a 3-game series. And then they'll have to contend with Jimmy Rollins. They're going to play host to the Phillies, a team that bested them in the last series between the two. So they can look forward to a nice swung on hit. And that gets down. Hill with a single. Losing right now in this ball game, and they may need some help out of the pen. Fresh arm is up.
Well, we see some real signs of fatigue out of this pitcher right now. The velocity's dropped. Pitches are flattening out. They need to get somebody in there.
And we've got Montero batting.
Something he's been working on right now is getting the bat going after having gone just 2 for his last 24.
And he's just having a hard time getting his bat on the ball. Way too many punch-outs in this stretch.
Now, Gary, although they have a lead, it still is fairly a close ball game right here. You have speed.
There's a swing, and that one's hit on the ground. He'll throw on to first, and that'll do it for this half inning. They come out strong, putting a run on the board early. The Diamondbacks lead it 1-0.
For the Los Angeles Dodgers.
You're just tuning in. What a night for baseball. We're here enjoying America's pastime with you. And it's Frazier batting. That one's wide as Colmeter misses.
Trying to get the ground ball out. You throw that two-seam fastball away from the hitter, trying to get him to reach and roll over it. He laid off of it here.
Had him out on his front foot that time. It evens the count at 1.
Well, you talk about a guy who just corkscrewed himself into the ground. Bad timing.
Good spot for the changeup that time. 1-2. The pitch swung on, grounded towards the hole. Throw one to first in time, went away. Look at the lineups who have been pounding the ball over the last 10 games, courtesy of State Farm. Number 1, the Rockies. Second, the Dodgers. The Nationals third. Fourth spot held by the Pirates. And it's the D-backs. They are fifth.
Well, you might see some dents in some walls after this game's over because both these teams are flexing their muscle, hitting home run after home run. I tell you what, the last thing I would want to be in this game is a pitcher because both teams are at the top of their power games right now.
He deals. Gordon will foul it off again. Hit on the ground. Hill feels that one. That retires Gordon.
Well, the National League has some tough teams, certainly, and here's where the Dodgers sit right now. 6th in stolen bases, 7th in batting average, and they're in the top 10 in team batting average with runners in scoring position. That's a real asset for any team. When you get runners in scoring position, hit in the clutch and drive them in.
He waited on that first pitch and took it. It's 1-0. 1-0 on the way. Strike one to DeJesus. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. Colmeter kicks and throws. That one in the dirt. Good play by the catcher. Kept it in front of him. Fastball swung on and missed. Side retired. 3 up, 3 down this half inning. No.
For the Arizona Diamondbacks.
And here's Eric Chavez.
He's been off of his game right now. Just 8 hits in his last 55 at bats. A struggle since the middle of June right now, and he's got to get something going right now. I think he's got to be more aggressive. Go up there, try to pull the ball a few times. Look on that fastball, jump for it.
Now a swing and a shot toward second. One away.
Take a look at the National League last year. Let's see where the Diamondbacks ended up ranking. 5th in stolen bases, 10th in batting average, and they have not hit with runners in scoring position. They've really got to look at their approach at the plate. They look like they're pressing a little bit too much.
Pennington's in the batter's box. Only the second matchup lifetime, going 1 for 1 off career. And he pulls into first base with that base hit. There's one down here.
Well, he waited for that one to get deep in the zone, and he put a good swing on it. Now with 1 out, let's see if they try to move him along.
And Colmeter's in the box. I think with 1 out here, Steve, we might see him bunt.
Well, with the pitcher coming up, I think you have to expect they're going to sacrifice him over.
He delivers. He squares around, and he gets this one down. Bard. And he throws to first in time, out number 2.
All right, they've opted to go small ball, which can work at times, but now you've got to come up with a big hit to capitalize on it.
RBI chance, Cody Ross. He doubled and scored in his last trip to the plate. Line shot into center field. And that will retire the side. Caught by Kemp. They pick up no runs on 1 hit and leave a man at second.
The plate for the Los Angeles Dodgers.
And Bard's in the box.
Number 3, Josh Bard.
Colmeter kicks and throws. Ball! Just missed with the fastball. 1-0.
A front door two-seam fastball, trying to throw it inside, letting it tail back to the inside corner. Couldn't quite catch the corner, though.
Swings and grounds this one to the right side. Foul. Cuts on that fastball. Can't make contact. 1-2.
Apparently he's looking for something a lot harder than that 4-seam fastball. I don't know what else he has because he's way out in front.
Swing and a bouncer up the middle. Hill feels that one. So Bard is sent down. The Diamondbacks schedule. Let's have a look. The series with the Dodgers concluding on Sunday. They'll kick off a road series with the Cubs. That should be a great series. They really match up well. That's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Boy, there's some great competition in that set of games. So they'll be on the road quite a bit over this next stretch. Well, working on the 0-1 count now. And the 0-1 by Colmeter. The second pitch cuts on a fastball, misses, and it's 0-2. Swing and a soft grounder towards second. Hill. And a good throw gets him 2 down.
Well, Gary, he's pitching well right now. That's 7 straight that he's retired. He is really locked in.
Carl Crawford gets to swing now with 2 away.
And I know the hitting coach has been working with him. Right now, only 6 hits in his last 53 at-bats.
And it was in the end of June when his hitting woes began. Still hasn't found a way out of the slump.
The 1-0 pitch. Crawford will foul that one away. Here's a swing and a ground ball. Goldschmidt the pick. And he'll step on first to retire the side. And a good half inning there, gone in short order in this.
Plate for the Arizona Diamondbacks.
And it's Parra batting.
Number 8, Gerardo Parra.
Here's the first pitch. Sinker swung on, missed, 0-1.
The hardest pitch to hit a home run on is that sinker ball. Why he's swinging that hard, who knows?
Grounded to Gonzalez. And he'll step on first for out number 1. Little warm-up action going in the bullpen. That's a right-hander up and throwing.
Well, they're going to wait for the right-handed hitter on deck to get announced, and then they'll probably make the move to the pen.
And Young's in the box. Now in his 7th season in the bigs. Swing and a line drive. He's going to try to stretch it. And that will bring up Paul Goldschmidt.
Well, you're going to have to keep a close eye on this guy on first base. Pay a lot of attention to him because you know he more than likely has the green light. He can go at any time.
Last time up, flew out. In there, and this is going to be trouble. All the way to the wall. Young around third, headed for the plate. And he's in there to score all the way from first base. Time to look at our State Farm leaderboard. The players with the highest average with runners in scoring position. Let's check out Hill. He's 5th on the list.
You know, a lot of teams leave runners stranded on base seemingly every game. Can't come through in the clutch. Well, this guy's the guy that they want up there. He has absolutely no fear when he's hitting with runners in scoring position. He slows the game down and makes every at-bat count.
And with that strike, Guerrero's now in front 0-2.
Well, a great pitch and a great strike right there to get that pitch down and away. Look, you can throw it out there consistently. You keep doing it, you're going to have a lot of success.
No, it's foul. Hit in the dirt. And Gonzalez picks it up. 1. And the double play, they got them both. So they pick up a run on 2 hits and leave no one on. 2-run ball game. Arizona leads. And here's Andre Ethier leading it off.
Number 16.
Steve, how about the arm today? How's he performing?
How's this righty doing it? Well, he's getting a lot of ground ball outs, and it's because they just cannot seem to stay behind the ball. They keep hitting the top of the ball.
Josh Kalmender now has him 0-2.
Look, they haven't scored or gotten a hit, and we're in the 4th inning right now, and they've got to really reconsider their approach at the plate as we move through the lineup the second time around.
A swing line to left center. And it is in there. That's going to bring the tying run to the plate. Right now we have our league leaders in on-base percentage, courtesy of State Farm. There you see Gonzalez. He's number 5.
Well, to score runs, you need to get base runners on, and he has been very good at doing that all season. Finding a way to get on base. He'll take a walk. He'll take a hit by pitch. He'll get base hits. It doesn't matter how. He just seems to find a way to get on base. He's been working on that swing lately, trying to get on track, but it's been a tough stretch. Just 9 hits in his last 42 at-bats. He's been in a real funk over the last 10 games or so. Things just not going his way. It's a big-time slump right now.
Here's the pitch. Strike 2 with a swing and a miss on a fastball. And when you're having a day like this guy is on the mound, it takes a lot of things to be going right for you. Here's a look at his strategy on mixing up his pitch types.
I love what I've seen from him today. He's established his fastball, and then he's thrown just enough off-speed pitches to keep these guys off balance.
Well, he's doing an exceptional job in this game, changing the sequence of pitches to where the hitters cannot follow the rhythm that he has for his plan of attack.
And Matt Kemp up. Over his career, 303 off the D-backs. Called strike. Kalmetter's got him 0-1. And it's 0-2. Kemp will be careful. They'll try and K him. And Montero calls for the pitch. That's hit foul by Kemp. Swung on, line softly to the right side, and Hill pulls it in. First half of the season almost completed. Here's a pre-All-Star break look at the Western Division standings, courtesy of State Farm. It's the Rockies in first. Second place, it's the D-backs. Padres in third. It's the Giants in fourth. And the Dodgers rounding it out in the last spot. Josh Kalmenter now has him 0-2.
What a phenomenal game from Kalmenter.
Well, it's truly been a tremendous day on the mound for this man. Ground ball towards second. Hill. And he throws on to first. That'll retire the side. Josh Kalmenter comes off the mound. And if you just joined our broadcast, great to have you on board. 2K Sports Major League Baseball. I'm Gary Thorne with Steve up the middle. And that gets in there. Montero with a base hit. And with that right-hander warming up in the bullpen here, I'm not sure quite what they're thinking.
Well, with the left-handed hitter on deck, he's probably getting ready for hitters later in the lineup.
That will bring up Eric Chavez. 0 for 1 thus far. It's fouled away. There's a swing and a smash. Kemp will field. He comes up with it easily here. So that's the first out. Runner has to hold it first. But look at the staffs who have been sitting batters down over the last 10. Brought to you by State Farm. Number 1, the Dodgers. The Giants in second. In third, the Brewers. Fourth, the Braves. For the Padres, they are in that 5 spot.
You see the prodigious strikeout numbers for these teams, and they have power stuff. Really, the whole depth of the team. They get a lot of swings and misses, and that's a manager's.
Headed for the middle. And that one is in there. His second hit today. This a great situation for some offense.
They tried to go down with that 0-1 pitch, but it gets blasted right back for the base hit.
But the way he went after that in the box, Steve, it looked like he might have been guessing down there.
Well, I'll tell you what, you have to make contact behind in the count. He got a pitch over the heart of the plate and took advantage of it.
Here's the delivery. Drops down a bunt. Bard throws the first. He's retired. That's 2 down.
He's got a shot of getting out of this now. Big timeout. Now he's got 2 down. He's only 1 out away from working out of this jam.
RBI chance. Cody Ross. He flew out his last time up. Pennington, the runner at second. Montero's at third. Swinging a drive. Deep left center. It's up against the wall on a bounce. Montero will cross the plate. And right behind him, the second run. And he'll stop at second base. That'll be a 2-run double.
Well, he absolutely tears the cover off of this one. Right through that left center field gap, and he cruises in with the easy double.
Hara has a turn in the box. Hit in the air to left center. Crawford's there. And that's going to do it in this half inning. They pick up 2-3 hits, strand a man. Arizona leads by 4. Leading it off is D. Gordon. How's he delivering on these first pitches? Let's look and see.
He's got to go right at the hitters, and when he does, it leads to success. He's retired 7 hitters in this game after throwing a first pitch strike.
Josh Kalmenter now has him 0-2.
Now, when you take a look at how D. Gordon's been hitting, he's been trying to work through what's been a real difficult spell for him, going just 1 for his last 11.
The last 4 games have been an uphill battle for him. Just unable to get much done with the bat in his hands.
No problem for him. That's an easy out. It's going to be DeJesus. Couldn't put anything in play and went down swinging the first time against Kalmenter.
And look, the way he struggled to catch up to the 4-seamer the last time,
There's a swing and a line drive.
Stepping up to the
Caught.
plate.
Pennington.
For the Los Angeles Dodgers. Number 3.
And Barnes in the box. And he starts him out. Ground ball towards the second baseman. Throws on to first. Side is retired. Quick half inning there. It's over. 5 pitches. The shutout continues.
Stepping up to the plate. For the
And
Arizona
Young's in the
Diamondbacks.
box. He'll lead off for the home team here in the home half of the fifth.
Chris Young.
Swings and misses at the fastball. 0-1.
He has that little running action on that two-seam fastball that busts in on the hands of the hitter. It's a tough pitch. Now they have a chance to go to the outer part of the plate.
Towards center field. And Kemp takes care of that one.
For the Arizona Diamondbacks. First baseman.
And Paul Goldschmidt will dig in. Had an RBI double this last time.
Goldschmidt.
First pitch to him. Here's one hit very well deep. Out number 2.
For the Arizona Diamondbacks. Second baseman. Number 2.
It's Hill at the plate. Ground out victim last time through. De La Rosa with the delivery. A swing and a miss. Hill, strike 1. Swing and a liner to right center. This one beyond him. It's going to be extra bases. So there are 2 men down here, but they do get a man in scoring position.
Hey, look, you'd love to see him hit a double earlier in the inning when there's no outs or even 1 out, but you're going to take anything you can get with 2 outs. Let's see if they can get another 2-out hit to drive him in.
And we've got Montero batting. Singleton scored his last time around. And from the dugout, they call for the 4 out of the strike zone. This will be an intentional free pass.
Pick your poison, and extra base runners less concerning than the way this guy's swinging the bat.
That'll bring up Eric Chavez. Flew out last time. Montero's at first base. Runner at second is Hill. Fouled away. Pitch on the way. Liner between first and second. And no one's going to get it. Falls in, base hit. And Hill crosses the plate.
Stepping up to the plate.
0-1 mistake right here. He throws it over the heart of the plate. He pays for it.
Pennington's in the batter's box. And they've not had to struggle here at the plate in this game. They just keep building on this lead.
I Gary, that last hit just...
Here's a swing and a ground ball. De Jesus throws to first in time. That's 3 down. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, and they leave a couple. Arizona enjoying a 5-run lead.
Now batting for the Los Angeles.
For those of you just joining in, I'm Gary Thorne along with John Kruk and Steve Phillips. We bring you Major League Baseball here on 2K Sports. Swinging an easy ground ball to short. Played by Pennington. In time for the out. A look at the teams with the lowest ERA for the month, courtesy of State Farm. The Mets #1, the Giants in second, Marlins third, fourth D-backs, and fifth best the Reds.
You take a look at these pitching staffs and how successful they've been limiting the opposition in runs scored, and that can go a long way to helping a team win.
A high pop-up. Goldschmidt's going to play it. Now it's 2 down.
Don't talk about settling in. How about retiring 8 hitters in a row? I think he's settled in.
Chance here for Andre Ethier with 2 down. Now, when you put a game together like we've seen here from this pitcher, it only comes with throwing a lot of quality strikes. Here's how he's getting it done.
Well, just impressed with this young man, the way he's just hit the lower part of that strike zone. When you can keep the ball down, you have a recipe for success.
Boy, he's so accurate on that corner as well, and I tell you, that ability to repeat his delivery and get that release point where he wants it.
And Cole Metter tries inside for a ball.
Well, a good pitch right there. He tried to get one in on his hands, but he just missed, though, in off the plate. Great pitch.
Now Ethier, the 3-1 count. Let's see what he wants to go after.
Well, this is your dream when you're in the on-deck circle before you go into the batter's box. If you can get the count to 3-1 and in your favor, you...
That swung on and hit. Young is there. That'll do it as they put that one away.
An outstanding effort so far in this one. 6 shutout innings, making pitches when he needs to. Defense helping.
Batting for the Arizona
And Colemanter's in the box. He's going to lead off bottom half of the 6th inning.
Well, this is a good move right here. You're bringing in the better defensive player. Defense helps you win games.
Oh, and 1 offering from De La Rosa. Kemp will field. Didn't have a problem getting over there in time.
Diamondback left fielder number 12, Cody.
And in the batter's box, it's Ross. He doubled home a couple in his last at bat. And the first pitch. Can't wait long enough for that one, and he starts out with a strike.
Well, this is what you need to do. You need to put up some zeros right now. Get some outs and get your fielders back in the dugout to swing the bat and try to make up this deficit.
And with 2 strikes, Cody Ross, he's got to protect that strike zone.
Well, it doesn't matter what pitch the pitcher's throwing up there. He's swinging for the fences. And I tell you what, he got a breaking ball. He thought he saw it.
There's a swing and a ball hit well. Deep, straightaway center field. Back. This one's off the wall. The throw. Not in time with that throw. He's on at second.
Well, anytime you're a hitter and you can get 3 hits in a game, you're going to see that average start creeping up to where you want it to be. And he's on now with 1 out.
And it's Parra batting. 1 for 2 lifetime against De La Rosa. The first pitch. And it's fouled off. Swung on, that is hit. And that's through a base hit. Good opportunity here for Arizona.
Well, you would have to think with the speed that's on first base right now that they'll put him in motion to try to make things happen here in this game.
And Young's in the box. Last time up, flew up. Back there in deep left center. In there, and this is going to be trouble. And Ross is home. And the throw. He scores easily, comes in ahead of that play. Losing right now in this ball game, and they may need some help out of the pen. Fresh arm is up.
Now we see some real signs of fatigue out of this pitcher right now. The velocity's dropped. Pitches are flattening out. They need to get somebody in there.
Goldschmidt at the plate. Well, this offense is having one of those days. Wow, are they putting some numbers up.
Now, Gary, they can't seem to do anything to shut down this offense.
Back up the middle. Base hit through the infield. Runner should score.
Well, that's hit number 15 and in for that one. And boy, you get 15 hits in a game. The matter is you can just sit back and relax and watch his team work.
It's Hill at the plate. This is a potent offense on the field right now, really dominating. Swung and a ground ball to third. To second, there's 1. And 2. Double play. They pick up 4 hits in the inning and 3 runs across the plate. Arizona continuing their blow-up.
Now up to the plate.
And Adrian Gonzalez to lead it off.
Number 20.
Now Montero positions himself. Called strike. Colemanter's got him 0-1.
Well, this offense just not able to mount anything today. With the pitching has just shut them down, kept them off balance all day long, and not many quality at bats here in this one. Only 1 hit.
Here it comes. Oh, tough one to lay off right there. That fastball. 1-2.
You try to run that 2-seam fastball down and in. It means you want to get the ground ball. He didn't get it, though, as the hitter lays off the tough pitch.
Really bad pitch right there, but nobody on base. Fastball is low that time. The count runs full.
Oh, it's a great fastball right there down in the strike zone. Now there's so many ways to go. Let's see how he comes back to attack this hitter.
Refuses to go after it. Missed. Ball 4.
Up to the plate.
Well, that's what you want to do. You want to have quality at bats, get that pitch count up. And I tell you what, he worked this pitcher. It's going to be tough for him to get this next hitter out after working that walk on so many pitches.
That's going to bring Matt Kemp up. Flew out last time. Watches a fastball that's in there. 0-1.
That's a good four-seam fastball. You establish the bottom part of the zone, then you run the heater up in the zone. A lot of time it becomes a take pitch.
And a good eye there by Matt Kemp. Stays away from it. It's even. Good looking fastball. Called the ball though. 2-1. Here's the pitch. That one is swung on and put in play. Ross will play it. It's down, a base hit. Good offensive chance here.
For the Los Angeles Dodgers.
Let's check out Matt Kemp right here and the year he's having and how it stacks up compared to everybody else. First in triples, sixth in RBIs, and you can also tell that hitting in clutch situations does not really bother him. Ranked among the top 15 hitters in the league, hitting with runners in scoring position.
One away now.
Now up to the plate for the Los Angeles Dodgers. Shortstop, number 9.
Here's D. Gordon now, RBI opportunity. He flew out his last time up. Kemp on at first base. Gonzalez is the runner at second. And that's in for a strike.
He's just popping that glove with that four-seam fastball, pounding the strike zone.
It's taken for a ball. Colementer's pitch.
Well, he tried to change up right there, but it just stayed down and off the plate.
That's hit foul by Gordon. Foul! And he got him. Strike 3. And now with 2 outs in the 7th. The question is, can he keep this going?
Now, you know what? It's different for every guy, but from what we see today, he is locked in, dominating stuff, and he looks strong.
It's going to be DeJesus. Lined out last time up. This at bat underway. 1-0 after that first pitch missed. Colemeter kicks and throws. Lost the grip to that changeup, and it's 2-0. Check swing. They say he did not go around. It's 3-0. And he missed ball 4. That's going to load the bases.
He threw that one off the plate, maybe guessing that the guy had a green light 3-0, but he's got to find the strike zone again.
And Bard's in the box. Late in the game, his team down big, but he's got a chance to cut into that deficit, Steve. That one swung on, it's lined. Throw on to second base, force play, side retired. So they can't figure anything.
Now up to the plate.
And we've got Montero batting. He'll start the home half of the 7th.
Gary, I think you're losing a little something here. I don't think this guy's nearly as solid defensively as the one he's replacing, so interesting move.
That's 1 away. And Derek Chavez to bat. And an RBI single his last time to the plate. And the first pitch. This one's pretty well hit to deep left center. 2 retired here.
For the Arizona Diamondbacks. Shortstop, number 3.
Pennington's in the batter's box. Grounded out last time. De La Rosa with the delivery. Swung on and missed. Strike 1.
Well, they need a shutout inning right here to get back in there and score some runs. At least looking like they got a chance to get through it without giving up some runs.
This is swung on, lifted to deep right field. This one towards Ethier. That's caught. Side is retired. Nothing doing here in this half inning. Arizona 8. The Dodgers.
Now batting.
And if you just joined us, our broadcast of Major League Baseball on 2K Sports with John Kruk and Steve Phillips. I'm Gary Thorne. It's going to be McDougal. He'll lead it off here. Inning number 8. On the mound, we'll get Addison Reed as the Diamondbacks decide to bring in a reliever.
I'll tell you what, this is one of those decisions you can go either way. He's pitched pretty well to this point, but it is getting late. And do you want to take any chances? The manager decides to go to the pen.
Ball! Change up, misses badly, 1-0. Swing and a miss, 1-1. One on the way. Strike 2. Swing and a miss in the slider, 1-2. Big swing, misses on the changeup, struck him out, 1 away.
Well, they went soft with 2 strikes. They go to the changeup, completely fooling the hitter. Struck him out.
And it's Sands batting. Slider swung on and missed. 0-1. The pitch. Called strike, and it's quickly 0-2.
All the pressure on the hitter right now. He knows that he has to protect the plate in order not to strike out.
Fastball in there, struck him out, number 2.
A good sequence of pitches right there, using location and selection to get the strikeout.
And Andre Ethier to bat. Flew out last time. Here's the first pitch. A fly ball. And it gets down. That's hit number 2, making good contact. That's going to bring Adrian Gonzalez up.
Well, most hitters love that ball elevated so they can try to hit it out of the ballpark. But this is not one of these hitters. He loves the ball down in the strike zone. That's why he got that big knock right there.
Walked in his last plate appearance. And that's by him, 0-1. His lifetime average, 288 against the D-backs. It's hit foul by Gonzalez. He deals. Smash towards the middle. Oh, Hill, the dive, up with it. Not in time. He is safe and on. So that will put Matt Kemp on the hot seat. Pitchers count, hitters pitch.
That's an 0-2 count, a little too aggressive on the pitcher's part coming into the strike zone. Good piece of hitting.
He had a single in his last time up. And he gets this one by him, 0-1.
Well, that's just one of those the pitcher says, here it comes, try to hit it.
A shot up the middle, and he's on now. That's going to be another hit for them. Fantastic chance here.
Let's check out Matt Kemp right here and the year he's having and how it stacks up compared to everybody else. First in triples, 6th in RBI. And you can also tell that hitting in clutch situations does not really bother him. Ranked among the top 15 hitters in the league, hitting with runners in scoring position.
First pitch was a strike, 0-1 now. Taps this one foul off to the left. Hit on the ground up the middle. He dives and he's got it. And he throws in time for the force at second. Great out. So they still can't buy a run. They've been held scoreless through 8. Shutout in progress here at Chase Field.
for the Arizona.
Going to be Reed now. He's going to lead off the home half of the game.
Addison Reed.
Swinging a drive, deep left center. Into the alleyway. He'll likely get extra bases on this. So, with nobody out, he's aboard at second after that double.
I thought he couldn't hit, Gary. Pitchers can't hit. Well, look at that. That's a good piece of hitting right there. Nice job.
RBI chance, Cody Ross. He doubled at his last appearance. And here's the first one. Here's a swing and a liner to left center. And it's in there. He continues to get on base. That's hit number 4 in this game.
Well, he just continues to swing a hot bat in this one. Is that 4 hits for him now? Yes, it is.
A quick break to check the leaderboard. State Farm brings you the teams terrorizing catchers. Number 1, the Padres. The Astros second. The Nationals third. Phillies fourth. And it's the D-backs. They are fifth.
Well, a team that...
There's a swing and a smash. Off the wall. And Reed's home. Take a look down there in the bullpen. They've got a lefty up and throwing.
Well, I don't see him coming in just yet. I mean, with a righty in the on-deck circle, I don't think that's the matchup they want.
And Young's in the box. Well, definitely not an overstatement to say this offense may not be stoppable today. This one rolls through to the wall. And they bring him home. And so they bring in 2 here. And he'll stop at second base. That'll be a 2-run double.
Well, with that hit right there, he's got the single covered, a double covered, and the triple covered. Let's see if he can go yard to complete the cycle.
Goldschmidt at the plate. Well, definitely not an overstatement to say this offense may not be stoppable today. RBI, that's the chance Aaron Hill has. He hit into a double play as last time. The pitch. That's hit foul by Hill. Here's the pitch. There's contact. He drove it well. Kemp will field. 2 away. Young headed for third. Well, Steve, you'd like to have the RBI if you're the hitter, but that's not a bad out.
Yeah, obviously, he'd like to advance the runner, and that's at least what he did, so everybody should be at least a little bit.
And we've got Montero batting. We'll try it again here. Just 1 for 3 thus far. He heads all the way back to the warning track and gets the out. They pick up 4 hits in the inning and 3 runs across the plate. Arizona continuing their blow-up. And welcome to those of you just tuning in. 2K Sports, Major League Baseball. This is Gary Thorne along with Steve Phillips and John Crook. And in the batter's box, it's Gordon. 0 for 3 to this point. Here's the 1-0. Drilled towards the hole. And it's caught. The play made by Goldschmidt. And Sellers, he'll come to the plate. Takes that one on the inside corner. Strike 1.
He has great rotation on his breaking ball right here, and he hits the perfect spot. The hitter just gave up on it.
Couldn't pull the trigger in time. He's behind 0-2. That ball swung out and hit. Young to field it. The catch. And he has it for the second out. And Bard's in the box. Lifetime numbers 220 against the D-backs.
And it just seems like there's always that one team that you struggle against, and this happens to be the team for him.
And that one is a fly ball. This could do it. That's the last out. This ball game is now over.
Well, they treated their hometown crowd to a phenomenal pitching performance in this one. A big win on the shoulders of their pitchers.
Now a chance for a little recognition here. Let's take a look at our player of the game. Chris Young, he was swinging the bat today.
Well, anytime you have 3 legs of the cycle, you know you've had a great game and probably more than likely helped your team win. And that is what this man did today. He's capable of hitting the ball at the ballpark, but he knows where his money's being made, and that's with his legs. Singles, doubles, triples. That's why he is so valuable to this team and why he's our player of the game.
Steve, it seemed like they knew from the get-go they had it. This was going to be their day, and they were right.
You and I like the close games just because there's a little more intrigue for all 9 innings, but the hometown fans, they like the offensive explosion and the big win.
So glad you could join us. For Steve Phillips and John Kruk, I'm Gary Thorne. We'll see you real soon.